We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. This quote reminds us that our fears and anxieties are often irrational, and that we should not let them control our lives. Instead, we should learn to differentiate between real and imagined to focus on what truly matters. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Instead of seeking revenge on those who wronged us, this quote encourages us to rise above the situation and act with integrity. We should not let others bring us down to their level, but strive to be better than our adversaries. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. This quote reminds us to live in the present moment and make the most of our time on earth. We should not let our lives pass us by without making meaningful connections and contributions to the world. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. This quote encourages us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot, freeing ourselves from unnecessary stress and worry. We should not waste our time and energy trying to change things beyond our control, but instead focus on the things we can influence. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. This quote reminds us that our thoughts shape our reality, and that we should strive to cultivate positive and virtuous thoughts. We should aim to think positively and not let negativity take over our minds, as it can affect our actions and ultimately shape our destinies. No man is free who is not a master of himself. This quote reminds us that self-discipline is the key to freedom, as we must master ourselves before truly being free. We should learn to control our impulses and emotions, as this can help us make better decisions and achieve our goals. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This quote reminds us that our perception of reality shapes our experience of life, and that we can change our thoughts and, thus, our lives. Therefore, we should cultivate a positive outlook and not let external circumstances dictate our emotions and behavior. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. This quote reminds us that our perception of reality shapes our experience of life, and that we can change our thoughts and, thus, our lives. We should learn to view challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than obstacles to be overcome. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. This quote reminds us that life is short, and we should not waste it by being afraid to live it to the fullest. We should not let fear hold us back from pursuing our dreams and living a life that is true to ourselves. The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. This quote reminds us that worrying about the future only causes unnecessary stress and anxiety. Instead, we should focus on the present moment and take action toward creating the future we desire. We should not let fear of the unknown prevent us from living our lives to the fullest. These 10 Stoic quotes provide valuable insights into how we can live a more fulfilling life by focusing on what we can control, cultivating positive thoughts, and living in the present moment. By applying these principles to our daily lives, we can become more resilient, self-disciplined, and emotionally balanced.